Movie dads will break the rules, bend reality, and battle evil. Sound familiar? Here on planet Earth, every human being has a father. For some of us, that relationship is a source of great strength. For others, it's a reminder of absence, pain, and longing. But even if your personal relationship with your dad is complicated or even broken, there's something deep within you, written on your heart, that still knows what a good relationship with your dad is supposed to look like. We see him in stories, we feel his presence, and sometimes through film, we catch a glimpse. Just little moments that remind us of what our Heavenly Father's true presence is supposed to feel like. So today I want to explore 4 iconic movie dads: Cooper, Bryan Mills, Daniel Hillard, and Clark Griswold, and how their unique qualities give us a clear image of what a father can be and what our father is. What does a father do when the world his children will inherit is dying? That's the dilemma faced by Cooper in Interstellar. A farmer, a pilot, a father. When given the impossible choice, stay with your children on a doomed Earth or leave them behind to try to save the future. Cooper chooses the unthinkable. He sacrifices his presence to secure their survival. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down his life for one's friends. And in Cooper's case, his children. Cooper's journey takes him across galaxies. He endures pain, regret, and the crushing weight of time. Watching video messages from Earth of his children as they grow old without him. But he never stops loving them. He never stops hoping that he'll be able to save them. And in a beautiful poetic moment, it's his love as a father, not logic, not science, that's the key to humanity's survival. And that's because love is the one thing that human beings are capable of creating that transcends both space and time. Imagine the unimaginable. Your daughter is kidnapped overseas. Most of us would panic. Bryan Mills, he moves. Armed with nothing but his particular set of skills, Bryan becomes a storm of vengeance and protection. He's the embodiment of relentless love, leaving everything behind in his life to be like the good shepherd for his lost sheep. Bryan dives headfirst into danger. He takes on traffickers, killers, and corruption. Not because his daughter is perfect, but because she is his. Bryan Mills shows us that a true father doesn't stand still when his child is in danger. He moves heaven and earth to bring them home. When Daniel Hillard loses custody of his kids, he doesn't give up. He gets creative. He becomes someone else entirely, Mrs. Doubtfire. Not to deceive or manipulate, but to stay close, to be present in his children's lives when his poor choices and the results of the system pushed him away. Daniel's able to show us through Mrs. Doubtfire that even though a father may go through absurd means, even comical at times, that doesn't matter as long as he's doing it to remain connected to his kids. And through that disguise, he is able to grow closer to his children's hearts and to rebuild his family. And the movie goes through great lengths to show us that Daniel himself, he isn't perfect, but he is trying. And sometimes that effort, that's all that matters in the children's eyes, anyways. Clark Griswold is chaotic, clumsy, overconfident, and absolutely determined to give his family the perfect holiday and or vacation. Usually, he fails, spectacularly. But his heart is golden. Clark just wants his family to be together, laughing, connecting, creating memories. Even when things blow up, sometimes literally, his love remains constant. He tries to do it all himself, like many dads do. But at the core, he just wants his family to feel love. And no matter how wild things get, his door is always open, even to crazy cousin Eddie. Clark understands that despite all the noise, The memories that will last are the times that we spent together. These 4 movie dads couldn't be more different. Cooper sacrifices his presence to secure his children's future. Bryan Mills risks everything to rescue his child. Daniel Hillard disguises himself to stay close, and Clark Griswold tried with all of his might to create something special for his family. Each of them, through their unique qualities, gives a small glimpse of the Father above. As a father has compassion for his children, so the Lord has compassion for those who fear him. Psalm 103:13. You are no longer a slave, but a child, and since you are his child, God has made you his heir. Galatians 4:7. In Cooper, we get a picture of God, who exists outside of time, who knows our end from our beginning, and whose love transcends all boundaries. He's not always visible, but he's always present, and his love, it's what saves us. In Bryan, we get a pseudo-gospel. He relentlessly pursues his daughter, like God pursues us. In Daniel, we get a father who longs to be close to us. God didn't shout from the clouds. He stepped down into our world, took on flesh, became one of us. Not to be near us, but to know us, to laugh with us, to cry with us, and to die for us. And in Clark, we get a reminder of the Father's desire for us to come home. He's not looking for perfection. He's looking for relationship. And he celebrates every moment we return, no matter how messy we are. And unlike the movie dads, God, the Heavenly Father, Abba, he doesn't have any of those flaws. Thank you for spending a few moments with me today to talk about some of my favorite movie dads and how they relate to my favorite dad. Drop a comment if you have another favorite movie dad I didn't talk about, or if you caught something else in these stories that I missed. I'd love to hear who your favorite movie dads are. So let me know, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you want more movie talk, videos, breakdown, analysis like this. I'd love to talk about movies with you guys. Peace.